Everyone. Welcome to this video, which explains the academic experience here at Goucher College. My name is Herman Mora, and I serve as an Associate Provost for Curriculum and Graduate Studies here at Goucher College. And first, I'm going to be talking about our curriculum. Next slide, please. So first, let me start by letting you know about what we're expecting our students to do when they graduate. Essentially, what we're asking them to be is problem solvers. We are in a world in which we have, a variety of issues, some of them with different degrees of complexity. And what we are trying to do is for them to become able to address those problems. And to do that, we have two pillars. One of our academic majors, and the other one are the courses that are part of our core curriculum. This core curriculum is infused with three specific themes. One in which we teach students how to address problems. The second one is we explain how those problems have societal and environmental connotations. And finally, some of those problems may have some global significance. So students can learn that all these problems and how they're being solved is affected in different settings, geography, space, and time. Next slide. So our core curriculum, we call it the Goucher Commons, and it's simply because all the students have common experiences and courses. As I mentioned before, we are going to teach students we're teaching students how they are able to address some problems. And for that, students have to take two courses that are called complex problem exploration courses. In those courses, students learned the tools to address problems, how to understand those problems, and how to work in groups, and specifically with people who are unlike themselves. Besides these two courses, students also need to complete two additional requirements. One is called the Race, Power, and Perspective, and the other one is Environmental Sustainability. And this is because some of these issues are produced due to power dynamics or race issues or different perspectives. And finally, because some of these issues, as I said before, have some environmental connotations. And next slide. Besides these courses, students also become proficient in writing, so they can communicate their solutions and their understanding of the problems. Data analytics, because some of these problems have some quantitative components. And finally, a foreign language, so that way they can use that language if needed abroad. Finally, students also need to complete a capstone course that is required in each major at Goucher. It's a course that they take during the last semester of the senior year. And in this course, they integrate the different tools, skills, concepts, and theories that they have learned here at Goucher. So they developed their own project, and they applied all these concepts to that project to find a solution. So they basically demonstrate to the faculty that they are able to do what we are set out to do at the beginning. Next slide. The other pillar, as I mentioned before, were at the academic majors. We offer over 30 majors here at Goucher in the natural sciences, the social sciences, the arts, and the humanities. And these majors are not isolated silos in the academic landscape. Quite to the contrary, here at Goucher, we have decided that these majors are integrated with other majors. So students don't only learn about one specific discipline, but they also learn concepts from other disciplines. And the reason for that is that this is a liberal arts college, and we want to ensure that students are able to connect theories, approaches, and concepts from different disciplines in order to be well prepared for the jobs that exist today that may be created in the future. And next. One final requirement here at Goucher is the study abroad. All students are required to go abroad However, this requirement is not one task they need to do that is isolated or that is different from what they do here at Goucher. The programs have been selected so they can be integrated with the curriculum here at Goucher. Each major has identified a program abroad where students can take courses that supplement or complement some of the courses that they take here at Goucher. Through these study abroad experiences, also students have the opportunity to do internships abroad or to explore how issues are being viewed in an international setting that, again, complement some of the things that they are doing here at Goucher. And next slide. So I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague who is going to talk about the Academic Center for Excellence.
Thanks, Herman. My name is Kimberly Meisel, and I'm the Director of Academic Advising and Support at Goucher. And we'll talk a little bit today about success advising as well as part of the new student roadmap and fall registration of courses. Next slide, please. So success advisors, every student before they become or even step foot onto campus, they are assigned a success advisor. And we work with those students until they declare a major. We love our undecided students, and students actually don't have to declare a major until their second semester of their sophomore year. So they will really work with their success advisors on course selection and schedule adjustments, thinking about those different majors that Herman was just talking about, as well as different academic supports that we have within the Academic Center for Excellence and on campus, and other academic and advising workshops. Next slide, please. And one more slide. There we go. So over the summer, and as you're getting some correspondence now, students will complete step 2 of the new student roadmap. And part of that step is an advising questionnaire and some placement tests for writing, foreign language, data analytics. And once a student has completed that, they are assigned a success advisor. And then the success advisor in my office will look at that information from the new student questionnaire, and they will build out the students' fall courses. So once they've done that, they will then send an email to the student with a copy of their schedule and also sort of an explanation of each of the different classes and why we selected those. And then success advisors often meet with the students one-on-one or maybe small groups or doing any kind of email communication back and forth to make any schedule adjustments that the student may need. And then as in October or so of their fall semester, we'll work with them as far as building out their spring classes. Next slide, please. So just to give you a quick example of a sample schedule for fall 2026 classes, all students take first-year seminar, and that's sort of part of that Goucher College requirements or curriculum that Herman was talking about. And part of the advising questionnaire, the students will sort of rank their top 5, top 10 choices, because there's maybe about 15 different FYS classes on a variety of topics. All of our students, as Herman said, are taking a writing class. So usually in their first semester, students will either do Writing 181, which is sort of our introduction to writing class, or they may start their foreign language. Often we also try to have students take some classes related to their potential major. So let's say if students want to do biology or chemistry, they might take a bio class and a chem class, and then other classes related to the Goucher College requirement. So for the most part, our students take 16 credits at Goucher, and usually most credits are 4 credits per class. So most of the time students are going to be taking 4 classes each semester. So again, a student might have a first-year seminar, a writing class, and then maybe 1 or 2 classes related to their major or to their Goucher College requirements. Go with that. Okay, and I think we are good. I want to thank you on behalf of my colleagues for watching this video. I also want to invite you on May 20th at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time for a Q&A on academic advising in our academic curriculum. Thank you.